If you execute 3 strict steps with absolute discipline, you will reach financial freedom. It requires zero luck. We are going to build your financial freedom blueprint. This is a tangible, mathematical roadmap designed to permanently replace your daily labor with automated, asset-generated income. To build this plan, you only need 2 physical tools: your bank statements from the last 90 days and a blank spreadsheet or notebook. The only other requirement is psychological. Once we calculate your specific numerical targets today, you have to commit to executing them without exception. This document replaces hope with a set of specific targets that must be met before your labor becomes optional. Step 1 is establishing your baseline. Analyze your last 90 days of banking history to calculate the absolute minimum amount of cash you need to survive a month. This chart shows how to build that total. Aggregate the strict essentials: housing, food, and necessary bills, stacking them to establish a hard ceiling. The system breaks down if spending creeps upward. If lifestyle inflation pushes expenses past that baseline ceiling, the math fails. Finalize your exact survival number and write it permanently at the top of your blueprint. By turning a fluctuating monthly budget into a permanently fixed constant, you create the foundational anchor of the entire strategy. Step 2 requires you to actively force an increase in your total monthly income. There are 2 reliable strategic routes to achieve this jump: aggressively negotiate a stronger salary at your current job, or launch an external side hustle. Look at this comparison. The left bar is your locked baseline, but the right bar represents your new, higher earnings. The space above your baseline and below your new income is your investment capital gap. This surplus is the fuel for financial independence. Under no circumstances are you allowed to use this newly created surplus to upgrade your lifestyle. Document your targeted income jump and write down the exact size of your resulting surplus directly on your blueprint. The size of the gap between your income and your baseline determines how quickly you reach the exit. Step 3 is deployment. You must allocate 100% of your newly created surplus strictly to investments outside of your baseline. For this specific blueprint, an asset is a vehicle that independently generates cash flow without requiring your active labor. This graph plots time against money. Your baseline remains flat. As you buy assets and use their yield to buy more assets, passive income curves upward. The goal is the exact mathematical point where asset income climbs and exceeds your cost of living. Each investment is a purchase of future time, intended to bring your asset income closer to that crossover point. All gap money strictly into these compounding vehicles. True financial independence is achieved the exact second your acquired assets can fund your baseline living without your active participation. Review your completed 3-part blueprint. You have a hard baseline, a specific income target, and a strict investment directive. Recalibrate your focus on the core operational loop. Maintain your baseline ceiling, push your income up, and buy assets until they surpass your earned income. Lock in this month's spending to match your baseline and initiate one actionable step toward your income jump today. The structural planning phase is now complete. Personal discipline is the sole remaining variable between you and total financial freedom.